Hello, welcome to the Green Lotus Lounge and Thursday Thoughts from Lily. I delve into all kinds of thematic thoughts. My themes are narcissist psychopaths one week, fibromyalgia another, very deep dives into the esoteric another week, but I thought we'd be practical today. I'm going to look at the immune system. So, it can take weeks to strengthen your immune system, so we probably should have started this weeks ago, but it's September, so it's still really, no, it's October, sorry, we're in October. We should have started this at the beginning of September, I do apologise. But, you know, we're never too late to start. So some really good habits: eat well, a healthy diet, how many times have you heard that, can boost your immune system. Exercise, there is a direct correlation between exercise and strengthening of the immune system. Sleep. Now, if you don't get enough sleep, you are more susceptible to becoming ill. That is, you know, we go, oh, we're run down, and obviously stress makes us run down. 7 hours of sleep. The number of hours is not so important. The actual quality of the sleep is important. So, you know, if you want to see more data about that, I'll pop some links up. And reduce stress. So I'm going to talk more about that in a moment. However, really simple thing you can do: wash your hands. Wash your hands with soap for at least 20 seconds. Do you remember from all the COVID, washing your hands either with alcohol or soap, because it breaks down the virus cell, which then destroys it. So any virus is obviously bacteria. Logically, wash your hands, because then you are not transferring germs into your mouth and into other parts of your body. Simple tips for today. So let's have a look at those in a little bit more detail. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables. Make sure you have micronutrients. Zinc is important, and vitamins A, B, C and D. That's really easy to remember. Now, it's much better if you can get those from fresh fruits and vegetables, because the fibre helps the gut biome, and the gut biome has a direct correlation to the immune system and regulation of inflammation in the body. So supplements are great, but the actual food source is better, okay? Now, I've also got some research that I'm going to post down below. I'm posting it on the Green Lotus Lounge blogspot, so the link will be below, and that will have direct links to the medical research around exercise. And studies into exercise show the immune system is responsive to exercise, and it doesn't mean going overboard. So some really simple exercises, guys. Exercise changes immune regulation and has an anti-inflammatory effect. So for those of you with a limited mobility, you can still do the amount of exercise needed. It doesn't mean you have to be a triathlete, okay? So sleep for at least 7 hours a night. Much more detailed information about sleep in the Elizabeth McSweeney Fibromyalgia Road to Recovery book. So we're looking at the 4 most used home remedies for boosting the immune system. Lemon, ginger, honey and turmeric. So you've probably got all of those in your cupboard. And here's one you may not have in your cupboard. Echinacea, purple coneflower. That is really, really useful for boosting the immune system. So now we're going to start to look at coming out of the biological body and considering the role of the first auric field or energy field in boosting your immune system. I seem to have a lot of reflection in my glasses. I do apologise. It's because it's a sunny day. If I move over here, will that help? So I'm going to look at homeopathy. So as a general rule of thumb, the more diluted the homeopathy, it's vibrating more in the energy field. The 30C potents are more in the physicality, but the 30C potents are the ones that you can buy generally online. And I do recommend going to visit an actual classical homeopath, because they will make remedies just for you, which is, you know, going to be even better. But we've got the 4 most common homeopathic remedies to help you boost your immune system, and I'm reading these because they're complicated to pronounce. At 30C dilution: allium, allium cepa. Number 2, oscillicoquinum. That was what I had to read. Oscillicoquinum. Number 3, galsemium. That is a remedy that I've used myself. Number 4, arsenicum album. So that's also a remedy that I've used myself. So those are 4 most commonly used homeopathic remedies to help boost the immune system. Notably, Nat Phos also helps deacidify the body, which as an acid neutralizer, then it cuts down on inflammation, and the amount of inflammation we have in our body relates to the functioning of our immune system, and the two go together. So the more inflammation, the more dysfunctional your immune system is, and vice versa. So I've posted below some really complex medical research around complex homeopathic remedies in vitro, so lab tests, but they're quite interesting for those of you who like things like that. Complex homeopathic remedies just means more than one remedy is being used at once, and the same in herbalism. A classical homeopath will stick to one remedy at a time, because they're also recording, you know, the effects on you. But I think this research is also quite interesting, so I've posted it below. Now, before I go off to record a video of a really simple grounding exercise to start to move that energy and warm the body, I'm going to leave you with the simplest thing that you could do to warm your body. And it is something you do when you're very cold, but doing it when you're not cold will also help boost the immune system and warm the system. So look, the most 2 simple things you can do today. Warm your hands. We do that when we're shivering. Do it when you're not shivering. Stimulates warmth and energy around your body. And clapping your hands. Interesting, that also raises energy levels. And one of the things I noticed when I lived in China, that people on their way to work, you know, suited, booted, in high-heeled shoes, you know, or carrying briefcases or walking the dog, a really common thing to do is walk backwards, clapping. Walk backwards, clapping. I'm just going to leave you with that idea. I'm going to leave you with a big round of applause. I'm off to film the movement video. See you later. My Thursday thoughts today are all about strengthening the immune system. There's lots of colds going around and other things, and I'm going to start off with a very simple movement that you can do. So I am standing with my feet straight down from my hips, my legs about hip width, and my toes pointing forwards. Shoulders relaxed. Take 3 nice deep breaths. In through the nose and also out through the nose, and you will feel if you have any blockage here. If you are blocked in the sinuses, obviously you can breathe out through your mouth. And with each outward breath, just slumping the shoulders down. You're moving your knees, you're bending your knees, but just slightly to take your weight. So you'll see me, this is my height, and I'm going down to here. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing. Well, first of all, we can swing the top half from side to side, loosening up the midriff area. So for this, I've actually got my hands on my hips here. I'm going to step back so you can see there. And we're going to swing arms. And as you swing your arms to sort of waist height and midriff area on the back, we're going to start placing our hands in those areas. Obviously on the back, your palm is pointing out because you can't swing your arm and do that at the same time. On the front, your palm, it can either be on your solar plexus or on your belly button area, which is your tan-dien. It's about 1 inch below. So we swing. And then a pause with each hand. And as you carry on doing this, make sure the top half of you is loose. Make sure your knees are slightly bent so you've got some cushioning. Be aware that the arches in your feet are also like little bridges cushioning you. It's a bit like bouncing without bouncing. And as you carry on doing this, you may feel your hands getting warmer, and if they're not, you can warm them up like this. Okay, and on the next swing, we're going to stop with one hand over the tan-dien and the other, my arm is like this. And if you feel your hands getting warmer, or if you don't, do this, because what we're going to do with those warm hands is we're just going to place them over kidney area here, kidney area. And you can draw out the cold and put in the warm. That is a really simple piece of exercise that you can do to help strengthen your immune system every day. You could do it at the bus stop, you could do it at work, you could do it waiting for your children to come out of school. And it's a really, really useful, very simple. You don't need a huge amount of aerobic activity. You don't need a huge amount of mobility. It's really simple.